The trailhead here is really pretty. They've done a lot of work. There's different impressions of the different trees that grow in the area on both sides. So this project was done by the National Endowment of the Arts. And even the steps leading in are really pretty.
Walking along the Pinhoti, views the whole way. More views along the Pinhoti Trail going toward McDill Point.
So we started our trip today at the Cheaha trailhead, and we decided to go south on the Pinhoti. And we started really late today. We've been lazy because it's been the quarantine and it just seemed hard to get out of the house this morning. So we only went maybe not even a mile, I would think, till we found this really awesome campsite. So we're set up. Looks like it's starting to get dark. The clouds are rolling in. We had a big storm last night, but there's not supposed to be any rain till Friday, so we should be good. We've already taken the time to get the tent set up. We've tried to gather a little firewood. We have our sleeping bags out. Got our food out. And we are pretty impressed by this amazing view that we have today. And it was prettier earlier when the sun was shining, but we thought it was best to go ahead and get our camp set up before we did any filming. There's Patrick over there. It's starting to get a little chilly, so he's finding a little bit more to wear. And then if you continue around over here, there's actually the marker that tells us about the trail. The Pinhoti leads into the Appalachian Trail and connects those of us from Alabama. And we're from Mississippi, but we started this trail in Alabama. So there's a little look at the marker. So it's really nice that they have that here. There's a peek at our trail buddy.
Ryder, get up here and say hey. Up here. No food. Say hey everybody. This is our buddy Ryder. He goes on hiking trips with us when we can take him.
And he has his own pack. He's got his own water. It's food, of course.
And he will do anything for a treat. Yeah?
What you got?
My wife dehydrated. I guess this is chili macaroni.
Yeah, chili mac.
Chili mac. So all we do is heat up water, pour in here, let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. And we're gonna see how it is.
So we had this made when we went to Glacier, and our trip got canceled because of all the rain. I guess it rained for 4 or 5 days straight. Our tent was soaked, and so we didn't do our complete hike. So let's see if it's still good. If not, we're in trouble. Is it good?
A little chewy. Tastes good. The meat's a little chewy. Yours chewy?
The meat's always a little chewy with the dehydrator.
Oh, I don't remember it being this chewy.
No. Tastes good.
Tastes fine.
And I'm hungry.
Are you? The warm food does feel good. The sun's went down and the wind picked up, so it's made it a little chilly.
I know. It's a lot cooler. It's been in the 80s, so now it's a lot cooler.
This is what we find ourselves hiking in this morning. Courtney and Ryder are going up ahead. That's a good dog. He stops and waits on me. He said, nope, not going any further. How was that climb? Mid-morning on day 2 on the Pinhoti. Got views most of the morning once the fog burned off. More views along the Pinhoti Trail going south toward McDill Point. We come around every corner and there's another stunning view. One of the interesting points on the side trail out to McDill Point is an old plane crash. And here's the wreckage from it. Here's the largest sections of the plane. There's some other smaller pieces in different portions. This is the largest section of the plane that you can still see. Not sure when this happened as far as date. I know it was at least in the 80s. Maybe even the 70s. But pretty interesting. And Courtney making coffee for lunch. It's a great campsite. Out at McDill Point. We're going to put our tent over here. We got it hanging up to dry from the rain last night. We got to camp really early. Courtney wants to camp at McDill Point. We're using a canister stove. Heating up some water to make some instant coffee. Since we have plenty of time, we can have a long lunch and then enjoy the sun and the views out at McDill Point.
Even though there was no rain in the forecast, we actually got a little rain shower last night that surprised us. So we've just got our tent airing out. That's the fly, and it's pretty much dry. The rest of the tent is dry, and Patrick's almost got it put up. We're here at McDill Point. I'm cheating, getting to do the filming while he has to put in the stakes. I have to admit that's my least favorite part of putting up the tent.
Yeah, you're cheating. Some of us are putting the tent up while the other person walks off and leaves them with it. It's a lot easier with 2 people.
Tell us how you really feel.
Why don't we have a discussion about why we're staying at McDill Point?
Okay, why?
Well, decision maker, why are we not doing the big loop and we're staying at McDill Point?
Because it's pretty.
Huh?
Because it's prettier here.
It's prettier here, and
We needed to stop and let the tent air out. It was wet.
that's what you're going with, huh?
What are you going with?
I think you want to do yoga videos. So that's the reason we're stopping at McDill Point.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. That would be a good thing to do, wouldn't it?
We made it to McDill Point. Here's one of the overlooks at McDill Point. It's Courtney and Ryder sitting out on the rock. Outstanding views all the way around.
So we're gonna spend the evening up here at McDill Point trying to catch the sunset. And it's also a little bit warmer than our camp. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning.
Someone's not quite as jolly this morning. But we're out here making breakfast. We're still at McDill Point. And breakfast of champions for us. We have oatmeal, at least I do. I just take the little packets of the instant oatmeal, peaches and cream today, and I just tear open the packets and I'll pour the water directly in there. And then this is the little koozie we made for insulation, but usually I just use it to hold the oatmeal as a second bowl. And my little water canister fits directly down in there. So it's really lightweight, hardly adds any weight to our packs. And then the glorious instant coffee, instant creamer. And then I may put a few nuts in there. Usually I do walnuts, but today it looks like it'll be almonds. There's raisins, so that'll add a little extra protein this morning.
Relaxing at McDill Point, drinking some coffee, and Ryder having a respite next to his mom. This is what you find yourself hiking in up here. We just got through with the big climb. It's about 3/4 of a mile uphill section. We got up here on top of this ridge. We can see all the green grass is growing. The trees do not have leaves on them yet. Still early April. But wow, look how green everything is. It's very pretty. They do a good job of upkeep of the trail. It's easy to follow. And they have blazes every so often with blue. And then they have tags that show the Pinhoti Trail, which will have a turkey foot on them. Really pretty area.
So here we are at the end of our trip at the Cheaha Trailhead.
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. This area never fails.
All right, we're here for our wrap-up video. We're sitting in the backyard after our trip, having a few beers next to a little fire. We planned a trip to do a big loop out at McDill Point, Pinhoti Trail, down Cave Branch,
Cave Creek.
Cave Creek Trail. So we were going to do the big loop where we went basically all the way down next to the trail that's coming from Turnip Seep Campground and then come back up. Things changed when we got there. First of all, we did not get up early Monday. We kind of slept in. So we did not get there till about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock we got there, hiked for maybe an hour.
If that.
Yeah, and then we camped. So I guess then second day we hiked to McDill Point.
It rained that night.
It did rain that night.
So the tent was very wet.
And then somebody in our group made a command decision that they wanted to camp at McDill Point, which is only, maybe 4 miles in.
Extremely gorgeous.
It is a very pretty spot. We did some day hiking kind of after we set our camp up and hiked a little bit of the loop out to the other side of the ridge.
And neither of us are really disappointed that we missed the boulder field because we've done it before and it's pretty tough. I mean, it's not that tough because it's not a far distance, but when you have this guy pulling you and he pulls, it's kind of tough. And I'm in charge of the dog on the hikes.
I meant to show you guys, next video we'll show you guys how she hooks him to her backpack with the lead. And we've trained him to hop over stuff instead of go under.
Yeah, so
that
he's
makes
finally
it a lot
learned to go over logs. He used to want to go under the logs, and he doesn't understand why. He thinks it's a little crazy, but he will go over now.
So our trip ended up being a lot shorter mileage-wise, but we really had a good time. Ended up being beautiful weather. The only time it rained is while we were in the tent asleep. Sunny. Mid-70s. It was really nice.
Pretty perfect.
Courtney made a lot of her yoga videos. You have to check them out on Wild Soul Yoga.
Yeah.
But we had a really good time. I told her it kind of feels like we went on, this is how people that are in shape feel like when they get back from a long hiking trip. We're not sore at all. It's really nice. So hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in. We're campers that backpack. I would say that's what we are. We're low mileage people that love to go out and backpack and camp and really enjoy ourselves. So
Till next time.
we'll see you on the next trip. Cheers.